Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be talking to you about how to leave your job in a classy way. Let's get started. Whether or not you like your job or you don't like your job, when it's time to leave, it's not going to make you feel good. It always makes you feel uncomfortable. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm here to share a few tips with you about how to ensure that when you're leaving, you're not burning any bridges. If you're like me, so many thoughts are running through your mind right now about how to do this without leaving a bad impression. But you have to remember that you're doing this for you, and so you must do it the right way. Here are a few tips to ensure that when you resign from your job, that there are little to no issues, and in fact, you will be remembered for how you finish. Make sure that this is really what you want. So, think about it. Don't just get up and walk out. Think about it before you choose to do it. Then the next thing you must do is to reflect on what you have. Think about all of the things that you already have. You know, what you're, and when I'm talking about what you have, I'm not talking about the monies that you have saved up, if you have a home already, if you've bought a car. Think about your qualifications, your experience, your network. Think about all these things. Like, you know, are you qualified? Are you leaving where you are? Have you positioned yourself with the necessary qualifications, training, upgrades, higher education, or just skill set in general? Because even if you're not thinking of a traditional career path, but then you must also think about interview skills, negotiation skills. Maybe you need to equip yourself. Maybe you need to start doing some research on what's in the market now. What is trending in the market? What are the approaches that they're taking? When you go to an interview, what are some of the questions they'll be asking you? Do you have those things already? Those are the things that you will need to reflect on before you actually make this next move. Now that it's time to resign, and you are sure that this is what you want, and you already know all the things that you have to enable you to make this decision, now it's time for you to resign. But before you actually begin drafting that letter, you need to begin to gather all the things that you will need. Make sure that you've started gathering your files. Make sure that you're gathering documents and digital versions of things that you have created, things that you know that this is your personal work. These are the things that you will need to move on, or you may need them in the future. You must also begin to declutter your desk, your space, emptying your drawers, giving away things that you won't be needing, or just organizing your things, because when you tender that resignation, even if you have given them notice, adequate notice, you don't know how it will be received. And so, you know, some companies, they tend to want to replace you right away. They don't want to go through the feelings and emotions or any grievances, after you have given in your notice. So you must be prepared. Pack your belongings. And in Jamaican terms, you would say, put your two pie together and be ready for anything. As you consider and, continue to think about the things that you will need, it is important to understand your employment agreement and also know that it is important to give adequate notice. So you want to talk to HR, you want to review your employment policy and provide that amount of time that is expected according to the agreement. Like the standard employment termination notice in the US is 2 weeks, and then for some companies they may require 30 days notice. Whatever the notice expectations are, you must fulfill that expectation in order for you to have a smooth exit as well. And so now that you are ready to begin writing the letter, let's get into it. So you're very sure that this is what you want to do. Okay, let's get to it. You must write your resignation letter. So you want to be specific. If you know exactly who you report to, you must include their name and in your letter. So you begin. Dear Mr. So-and-so, please accept my resignation. My last day will be so-and-so. I am willing to facilitate the knowledge transfer that is needed for this transition. Thank you very much. That's it. Congratulations, my friend. You did it. You did it for you. Oh, P.S. Do not add me on LinkedIn. Thank you. You did it. You did it for you. Now, the last thing that you need to do is to set up a meeting time with your supervisor, your boss, your manager, your board chair, whatever you call it, that person that you report to, the person that is in charge of hiring you. And this is where you will tender your resignation letter. It takes courage to do this. Be brave, be bold, because you have decided that this is what you want. And remember, you've got this. Trust me, you've got this. Go for it, because you're doing this for you and not them. Thank you so much. We've come to the end. You've made it. You've done it. Bye-bye.